Title: Even his nephew tried me. I heard my wife giggle. I just quietly filed for divorce. Start: I didn't scream when I heard it. I was walking past the study, coffee in hand, when her voice drifted through the half-open door. Light laughter. Sharp. Cruel. Even his nephew tried me, she said, giggling. Then silence, the kind that burns. The man with her was gone before I could step inside, but her words stayed, like a knife twisting in my chest. I didn't confront her. I didn't demand answers. I just stood there, coffee cooling in my hand, and made my decision. I filed for divorce the very next morning. Quiet. Precise. Her lawyer smirked when the papers arrived. What's he got? Hurt feelings? He mocked in the courthouse hallway. My wife smiled behind him, smug and untouchable. They thought it was just another bitter husband being petty. They didn't know who they were dealing with. We weren't always enemies. Once, she was the center of my world. 10 years of marriage, shared dreams, shared struggles. I built everything with her: our house, our reputation, our future. I trusted her with my soul. I was blind. Looking back, the signs were everywhere. The sudden late nights, the laughter that didn't reach her eyes when she came home. Her phone always turned face down. Her perfume lingering on clothes she didn't wear for me. And then that giggle. That line about my nephew. It wasn't just betrayal. It was humiliation, wrapped in cruelty. That was the night pain died and clarity was born. I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I watched. I placed a recorder in the car she used most, installed cameras in the house she thought was hers. Every word she whispered in darkness, I captured. Every groan, every name, every careless confession of her affairs. There were more than I imagined. Friends, colleagues, strangers she met online. And yes, my nephew. The monster wasn't her, not yet. The monster was what she turned me into. While she laughed at me in her bedroom, I was wiring our finances in silence. She didn't know that the house was in my name, that the accounts she thought she could drain were shells, emptied months ago. She was living in a kingdom I had already burned to ash. When divorce proceedings began, her lawyer was confident. Too confident. He asked for half my assets, spousal support, even a slice of my company. He laughed. We'll take him for everything. I let him laugh. When my attorney slid a single sheet of paper across the table, the smirk died. He read. His lips moved silently, eyes scanning each line, then stopped cold. His face drained to a ghostly white. "Oh my God," he whispered. "You married the monster." My wife froze. Her confidence cracked. She reached for the paper, but he held it back, shaking his head. It was the dossier. Months of recordings, photographs, transcripts, proof not just of infidelity, but of recklessness. Her with men in our home, her mocking me, her joking about destroying my family. Proof that would eviscerate her in court. Proof that would ruin her reputation, her career, her very name. She thought she'd cut me open. She never saw the scalpel in my hand. The court session was short. Her lawyer barely spoke. He advised her to settle. She got nothing. No house, no business, no money. Just the clothes she came in with and the debt of her shame. But that wasn't the climax. The climax was family night. I invited my relatives over, my nephew included. She arrived unannounced, mascara streaked, desperate to talk. She didn't know I had prepared a quiet little screening. One click of the remote. The television lit up. Her laughter filled the room. Even his nephew tried me. The room froze. My nephew's face twisted with guilt. My family gasped. She stood there, trembling, as her own voice condemned her. She tried to scream at me, but her words drowned beneath her own recorded laughter. She crumbled to her knees, begging for forgiveness no one offered. That was the night her empire of lies collapsed. People ask me if I regret it, if revenge was worth the coldness in my heart. Regret? No. For months she thought she had power. She thought betrayal was a game without consequences. She mistook my silence for weakness. But silence isn't weakness. It's strategy. I didn't just divorce her. I erased her. Every smirk, every giggle, every knife she pressed into my back, I turned into the blade that cut her down. Now, when I pass the study at night, there's no laughter, only silence, and I prefer it that way, because silence means victory, and victory means peace.